Hello. Good evening, students. I am Srinivasan, physics teacher, talking from Spark Academy. So now, today, I am Srinivasan, physics lecturer from Spark Academy. I am going to today deal with IPE, very short questions of intermediate first year boards, physics questions. IPE physics first year board questions which you are appearing for 2025 March. So you are pretty well know that exams are going to start from March 5th onwards. So already 2 days back, the schedule has come. The director of academy has shared with all of you about the schedule. Today, actually, what is the role? Physics, how many marks will be there? Board examination, 60 marks will be there. In that 60 marks, three parts are there. Section A, very short questions. Section A, very short questions. It will consist of 10 questions. Each question carries 2 marks. 10 into 2, 20 marks will be there. That means out of 60 marks, one third of the marks, one third of 60 is 20 marks. Is very short questions only. So presently we are dealing with section A only. In future class we will deal with section B short questions that which carries 4 marks each. That we'll talk later. Section C again long questions will be there. Each question carries 8 marks. Today we are going to deal with very short questions which is covered in first year some of the chapters. So in this first class we are dealing with some 15 to 16 questions of the 3-4 chapters. That is intermediate first year, first chapter physical world. Definitely one question will come in the board examination. Blueprint is given. Physical world, one question will come. For that we have to learn 4 to 5 questions. Units and measurements also, units, dimensions and measurements will get one question again in the board. For that we have to deal with at least 5 to 6 questions, 5 questions. Then next chapter is motion in a plane, dealing with vectors and projectile motion. That will have some questions. In that one question will come. And one more chapter will also deal laws of motion. In that one very short question will come. Okay, students. Now we are dealing with the today present questions. I'll deal now. So I'll show you the questions to you. 1 second, students. 1 minute. Okay, just a minute. I'll start. Okay, friends, we are dealing with very short questions. We are seeing the question here. Physical world questions. First physical world questions we are dealing the what is the discovery of C.V. Raman? C.V. Raman is a great scientist of India, might have settled in abroad, but discovery of C.V. Raman. What is the answer for this? I am writing answer for this. C.V. Raman, find out what is that. It is called, first point you have to write, C.V. Raman is nothing but Raman effect. It is called Raman effect. C.V. Raman discovered Raman effect. What is that Raman effect? The Raman effect is scattering of light molecules, scattering of light molecules, scattering of light molecule, light with the molecules of medium, scattering of light with the molecules of medium, medium means it may be solid medium or liquid medium, molecules of medium, okay, molecules of medium when they are excited to vibrational energy levels, when they are excited to vibrate, that is you write in brackets. Mainly if you write this point enough. Raman, what is Raman effect? Second point is scattering of light with molecules of medium, when they are excited to vibration energy levels. If you can write, you write this point. That you keep in brackets when they are excited state. In spectra, excited state will be there. Excited to vibrational energy levels. Vibrational energy levels. Vibrational energy levels. Adanamata. So scattering, Srinivasan అంటే ఇది రామన్ ఎఫెక్ట్. ఇది ఏంటంటే స్కాటరింగ్ అన్నమాట. స్కాటరింగ్ ఆఫ్ లైట్ విత్ మాలిక్యూల్స్ ఆఫ్ మీడియం when they are excited to vibrational energy levels. This is answer for first question. Physical world. Then there is one more question. Physical world is all scientists' discovery will be there. This physical world is general chapter. In this, so many discoveries will be there. What is the contribution of Subramanian Chandrasekhar? Subramanian Chandrasekhar also Indian scientist only settled abroad. Subramanian Chandrasekhar, what is the study? This is called Chandrasekhar limit. Solution I am writing. What is Subramanian Chandrasekhar? First point you are right. Very short question generally consists of 2 sentences or sometimes one long sentence will be there. Subramanian Chandrasekhar limit is nothing but Chandrasekhar limit. First point you are right. Chandrasekhar limit. Chandrasekhar limit. First point అదనమాట. Okay, my dear student, Chandrasekhar limit అన్నమాట. ఇక్కడ ఏం స్టడీ చేశాడు? What he studied is, he studied structure and evolution of stars. Structure and about stars he studied. Structure and evolution of stars. Structure and evolution. Stars. Evolution of stars. Structure and evolution of stars. There are 2 points here. This is theoretical. Actually, this is general chapter. You need not go to very depth. Actually, what is the discovery? Chandrasekhar limit. After the stars, finally it goes to black holes and matter. That is the theory. Is Chandrasekhar limit, structure of evolution of stars. You know stars. Group of stars is called galaxy. This is second very short question. So this carries 1 mark. This carries 1 mark. So next question. Telling about next question. What is physics? So our subject is physics. What is physics generally? Physics is a branch of science dealing with the study of basic laws of nature. What are laws of nature? Formation of rainbow, something like that it is there. And demonstration in different phenomena. You know how general phenomena is there, rainbow and all that. On the electricity applications like so many usual applications like transformer. Everything is there, right? Electricity dealing with that. What is physics? General definition. What is physics? Definition. What is the answer for this? Physics is a branch. What is physics actually? Physics. What is physics subject actually? Physics is a branch of science. Is a branch of science. Chemistry is there. Biology is there. But physics is a branch of science. Physics is a branch of science which deals with which deals with the study of basic laws of nature. Basic laws of nature. What is laws of nature? I told rainbow. One more thing is seasons. How summer season comes. I'm telling laws of nature means in gravitational length, planets are revolving around about the sun. When planet is nearer to the sun, summer. When planet is farther from sun, it is winter. Earth is a planet. Like that, I'm telling examples. What is laws of nature? What is laws of? This is laws of nature. As you can understand a little bit the laws of nature. What is laws of nature? Just like one rainbow formation I told you in secondary you learn 12th class physics. Generally, you know rainbow. How water droplets form as a prism and all that. And when sunlight, white light falls on that, how it is splits into colors. Violet to red colors. How you get rainbow like that. That is laws of nature. And their demonstration. Different phenomena. And their demonstration. 1 second. 1 minute. Erase. Sorry. Again, I write here solution. 1 minute. What is physics? One second. I'm writing once again here. What is physics? Physics already written. Physics is a branch. It has already told. I write quickly. Branch of science. Branch of science which deals with the study of basic laws of nature. Just now I told basic law of nature, example rainbow and all that. Basic laws of nature and their demonstration. If you write up to this is okay actually. And their demonstration. Demonstration experiment. Demonstration in different phenomena like rainbow, seasons and all that. In different phenomena. Different phenomena means matter. Phenomena ante matter. Phenomena. Okay, student. These two questions here given. These 3 questions are most important. One more question is there dealing they dealt or not. They have given some questions. I am dealing with that. What are the fundamental forces in nature? Also, it is there actually. What are the fundamental forces in nature? I am telling you, my dear students. Strong nuclear force, electric force, magnetic force, weak nuclear force, gravitation. There are 4 kinds of forces are there. Strong nuclear force, electromagnetic force, weak nuclear force, and gravitation force. This is also one of the important questions. These 4 questions only generally they are asking in the examination physical world. There are 4 questions. One is Raman effect. Another is called Chandrasekhar limit, Chandrasekhar discovery. What is physics? And then fundamental forces in nature. Next we'll deal with units and measurements. So what is the distinguish between accuracy and precision? What is meant by accuracy? What is meant by accuracy? మనకు ఎక్స్పెరిమెంట్ చేస్తున్నాం అనుకోండి యాక్యురేట్ అంటే ఏంటి ట్రూ వాల్యూ ఏది ఉంటుందో దానికి దగ్గరగా రావాలి G 9.8 ఉందనుకోండి కరెక్ట్గా 9.8 వస్తే అది యాక్యురేట్ అన్నట్టు లేకపోతే 9.799 అని వచ్చినా కూడా క్లోజ్ టు హౌ యాక్యురసీ మీన్స్ వాట్ ఇస్ meant by accuracy the if the measured value is close to true value, very close, true value, it is called accurate. You know what is accuracy? Accuracy ante enti? You should get it. So English medium students understand English only. So if I talk a little bit Telugu, but writing in English only, anybody is there, just they can see to it. If the measured value that is close to true value is accuracy, English medium. ఏదైతే మెజర్ చేస్తామో ఆ వాల్యూ ట్రూ వాల్యూ అంటే ట్రూ వాల్యూ ఇప్పుడు జీ వాల్యూ చెప్పాను కదా, దాని క్లోజ్గా వచ్చింది అనుకోండి, ఇట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ యాక్యురేట్. సో it depends on how do the experiment. Sometimes if you do with some errors, it won't be accuracy. Accuracy spelling here C should be there. Sorry, C is missing. Accuracy here spelling is there. Accuracy ACURACY, accuracy I written. So if you do how closely, it depends on the errors. It depends on errors in the measurements. For example, accuracy depends on what? So how close you doing that without errors, if you do, it will be accurate. That's what accuracy. What is meant by precision? What is the difference between them? Precision depends on the precision denotes how precisely quantity can be measured. Precision means what? It denotes how precisely means a second decimal place, third decimal place also can be measured actually. Precisely, how precisely, not accurately. Precise means I will tell you how precisely a quantity can be measured. A quantity can be measured. What do you mean by that? Let us say length. I will tell you, just see to the definition, and I will end this answer. It depends on least count of the instrument. It depends on least count of the instrument. I will tell you what is least count. It depends on least count of the instrument. Least count of the instrument. Least count of the instrument. So it denotes how precisely. What is the difference between these two? So let us say length of the some rod I am measuring. So precisely means with scale you measure. For example, true value is 5.6. Let us say true value is 5.6. You are getting with scale measuring. You are getting 5.6. Actual value is 5.5. You are getting 5.6, but it is not accurate. But again, I am measuring with another instrument, vernier calipers. I am getting 5.54. Actual value 5.5. With better instrument like vernier calipers, I am getting 5.54. Second decimal place also I am getting. Scale you will go to only single decimal place, 5.5 or 5.6. In between 5.5 and 5.6 you are getting much low. 5.5 to 5.6 you are getting in between that. That is something like precision. Precision means how much decimal place you can measure. It may or may not be accurate, but you can get second decimal place also. Some instruments you can get third decimal place also. That depends. Least count means least measurement. So vernier calipers can measure 0.1 millimeter. Scale can measure only 1 millimeter order. Again, vernier calipers is 0.01 centimeter order lo untundi. 0.1 millimeters. Sorry, 0.1 millimeters order lo untundi. Ante precision depends on least count of the instrument. So I told example. This is different. Distinguish between accuracy means mainly depends on how close true value is. But precision depends on the least count of the instruments. Okay, students. It varies, and least count is changing. Measured value also will change. So least count, your different instruments. When it scale you get 1 decimal place. When it comes you get 2 decimal place. That is the meaning of it. So that is the answer for this. So write separately. That is nothing but differences only. Next question. Distinguish between fundamental units and derived units. So what are fundamental units? You know, fundamental quantities are, this is called chapter. What is this chapter actually? I'm telling you this chapter. Previous question, this question, units, measurements and dimensions. This is nothing but second chapter of the first year. Fundamental quantities. You know, fundamental quantities, you have many. Initially mass, length, time, and then current also will be there, etc. SI units, temperature, etc. For this, fundamental units are there. Fundamental units. What are fundamental units? Are limited. Fundamental units are limited only. Here we have written 1, 2, 3, 4. Of course, there are 7 are there. Actually, how many are there? Fundamental quantities. SI system says that SI 7 are there. SI 7 quantities are there. 7 fundamental quantities. Fundamental units, you know, mass means kilogram, length means meter, M means meter, time means second, current means ampere, temperature means Kelvin. Like that, if you take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I have taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another thing is what? Mole, amount of substance, mole will be there. So, like that, 7 units will be there, only limited. But derived quantities means what? Fundamental quantities are independent quantities. Mass is an independent quantity, length is an independent quantity. ఇవన్నీ ఇండిపెండెంట్ గా ఉంటాయి. మాస్ దేని మీద డిపెండ్ కావాలి. మాస్ అంటే మాస్, లెంగ్త్ మీన్స్ లెంగ్త్ ఓన్లీ, లెంగ్త్ ఆర్ డిస్టెన్స్, టైం, కరెంట్, టెంపరేచర్, luminous intensity, amount of substance, fundamental quantities. Now what is derived quantities? You know, derived quantities are many are there, countless. Derived quantities many are there. They are not limited. Derived quantities not limited. Area, you can say volume, you can say speed, force, acceleration, like so many. Second year acceleration, force, like this. What is derived units I am writing? For this derived units, quantities are different, units are different. I am writing derived units are area means meter square, volume means meter cube, speed means meter by second, acceleration means meter by second square, force means Newton, N means Newton. Derived quantities etc. will be there. This is etc. So many are there. Derived units are unlimited. These are, sorry, don't see this line. Derived units are unlimited. Derived units are unlimited. So many are there. But fundamental units are limited. Only 7 fundamental units are there. 7 fundamental units. I have written 5. Two more if you want, I'll write that one also. Candela, CD, and amount of substance, mole also. This amount of substance. So this is distinguished between fundamental units are limited. What is distinction? They are limited, only 7. I have written only thing, etc. I have written. So many are there. So that is the difference between them. Fundamental units are many. By using fundamental units you are getting. So meter into meter, meter square, meter into meter into meter, meter cube. It depends on meter. It depends on meter and second, meter by second square, meter by second square, Newton, Newton. So next question. Why do we have different units for same physical quantity? Why do we have different units for same physical quantity? Why do we have different units for same physical quantity? So why will you have different units? Different ranges you are choosing. We have we are having a physical quantity. Why you have different range units? physical quantity you take. For example, physical quantity mass I am taking. Physical quantity mass you are taking depends upon the range. Depends on the range. Depends on the range. It can range from minus power to plus power. Physical quantity mass unit, SI system taking mass unit range. Range may be from 10 to the power of minus 30. This example is telling you need not write this number actually. 10 to the power of plus 53. Any number you can. Also, sometimes you can measure small weights, small masses. You can measure in milligrams also. This is also measurement. Small mass can be measured milligram. That is mg. Then gram. We have gram. Gm or g. Gram. Kg. Sometimes you are measuring kgs. Big quantity you are taking vegetables, kgs you are taking. Or one market to small place they are taking 5 kgs they will take, and they will sell again 250 grams of 1/4 kilo, like that they are doing. Sometimes you are taking some certain things like kaju and all that you are taking. So if you take all these things, like you are taking something, kismis and all that you are taking in milligrams you are taking, grams you are taking. So different units why it will have. It can be measured in milligrams, grams, kg is SI unit, gram is CGS unit. So different systems are there, different units will be there. That is what, why do you have different units for same physical quantity? Means depends on the measurement. One atomic mass unit is there, student. One question is there. What is atomic mass unit? I am writing. Atomic mass unit. What is the range of that one? Mass of the proton. One atomic mass unit 1.66 into 10 power minus 27 case is very, is very small. This is very small. Similarly, I tell distance like light year. Of course, this is mass. I'm telling about mass and distance. Light year, distance traveled by light in 1 year. What is the SI unit of length? Meter. The SI unit of length is meter. 1 meter, 2 meters, or 1 meter is 100 centimeters. But what is the light year? Light year is 1 Ly. Distance traveled by light in 1 year. 9.46 approximately. I'm writing 10 to the power of 15 meters plus 15. So how much range it is there? So meter only, 1 meter will be there, 2 meters will be there, 1 light year, Ly, 9.46 in 10 to the power of 15 meters is there. Atomic mass is very small, 1.66 into mass of the proton, 10 to the power of minus 27. Okay, like that's why he's telling it ranges from minus 30 to 10 to the power of plus 53, something like that. So this is what, అంటే మనం ఏ మెజర్ స్మాల్ మాస్ మెజర్ చేస్తున్నామా, బిగ్ మాస్ మెజర్ చేస్తున్నామా? సో స్మాల్ డిస్టెన్స్ యూఆర్ మెజరింగ్ ఆర్ బిగ్ డిస్టెన్స్ యూఆర్ మెజరింగ్. డిస్టెన్స్ బిట్వీన్ 2 స్టేషన్స్ ఉన్నాయనుకోండి, ఒకడు వాళ్ళు బస్సులో వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ ఇన్ బస్ అనమాట. దే విల్ కీప్ మైల్ స్టోన్స్. దిస్ డెస్టినేషన్ ఈజ్ still 20 kilometers. Kilometer is also unit distance only, but SI unit, that is not SI unit. Commercial unit distance. 1 kilometer is 1000 meters. Like that, same physical quantity like length will have centimeter, meter, millimeter, like that, light years, all this. Like mass also, it can measure in milligrams, grams, and kgs, etc. So why do you have different units for same physical quantity? One physical quantity mass I have taken. Second physical quantity length I have taken. So I think you understood this answer. Can write that different ranges will be there, different system units you will take. Now, how systematic errors can be measured, minimized or eliminated? So sometimes errors will come systematically because of the instrumental problem. Sometimes instrument designing problem will be there, calibration problem will be there. అది పాడైపోయిన ఇన్స్ట్రుమెంట్ అవ్వచ్చు, స్కేల్ క్యాలిబ్రేషన్ సరిగ్గా ఉండకపోవచ్చు. it is not the person's mistake. Instrument mistake is there. So because of that error will come. Sometimes parallax error will be there. Person will have personal bias. The parallax. Sometimes you'll see from left side, sometimes right side, straight you won't see. Because of that parallax error will come. So because these types of errors should be minimized, it means it are eliminated or minimized. How it is possible? How it is possible systematic errors can be minimized? Systematic errors can be minimized. How can minimize? One answer is selecting better instrument. I told you systematic errors are due to instrumental errors. So I'm telling you have to select better instrument. While taking instrument itself, selecting better instrument with high resolution. I'm writing here. With high resolution means least count. High resolution. Resolution means sometimes 1 centimeter divided in 10 divisions, 1 millimeter only can measure. But 1 centimeter divided 100 divisions, you can better resolution will be there. Or you can take vernier calipers with a vernier scale, one more scale will be there. Along with that, you can measure accurately up to 0.01 centimeter, 1.110. Next reading will 1.11, something like that. So you select better instrument as well as higher resolution. That is first to minimize. Avoiding parallax error. Avoiding personal bias means parallax error. Personal bias. That means parallax error. But avoid parallax error. That is called parallax error. Improving the experimental techniques. Still any possibility is there? You can improve the techniques. Improving experimental techniques. Experimental techniques. So setup. You have to arrange setup properly. Instrument is done properly, but sometimes setup you have to make properly. So these three are there to minimize the systematic errors. Next question. This is motion a plane now. So far we discussed. Of course, in motion dimensions, if the time is there, last time discussed one more question, percentage errors problem. Let me complete whatever the quota they have given today's class. What is the acceleration of the projectile at the top of its trajectory? ఎక్కడ తీసుకున్న projectile, wherever you take projectile, this is y-axis and x-axis, projectile will be like this. Anywhere acceleration is nothing but acceleration due to gravity only. Acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration will be equal to acceleration due to gravity. Answer is anywhere. This is called top. This starting, this is called top. This is called ending. But anywhere acceleration is g only actually. Acceleration of the projectile. Don't write zero answer, Nana. It's not asking velocity. If you ask velocity also, only vertical component will be zero. There will be two components in projectile motion. Only vertical component will be zero. So I am not talking about velocity. I am talking about acceleration. Acceleration of projectile. My dear students, what is the acceleration of projectile? At top of the trajectory is acceleration due to gravity. Is acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity. G, small g. It is acting vertically downwards. G direction is vertically downwards, vertically downwards, vertically downwards. That means they'll write A is equal to minus G, right? Downwards means always minus. This is acceleration projected. Very, very important question coming in the examination. Motion a plane, projectiles and vectors. This question, this chapter is. Next question. Two forces of magnitude 3 units and 5 units act at 60 degrees with each other. What is the magnitude of their resultant? What is meant by resultant? Resultant అంటే ఏంటి? మామూలుగా ఆల్జీబ్రాలో ఎడిషన్ అంటే 3 + 5 8 రావాలి. కానీ ఇక్కడ యాంగిల్ 60 అన్నాడు. జనరల్గా యాడ్ చేస్తే మనకి ఎంత రావాలి? 3 + 5 8 రావాలి. ఇప్పుడు ఒకటే ఆన్సర్ ఆల్జీబ్రాలో. కానీ వెక్టర్స్లో యాంగిల్ ప్రకారం డిఫరెంట్ వాల్యూస్ వస్తాయి అన్నమాట. ఇప్పుడు మనం ఒక ఏ వాల్యూ సొల్యూషన్ రాస్తున్నామా? ఇది పారలాగ్రామ్ లా ఆఫ్ వెక్టర్స్ అప్లికేషన్. ఏ ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 3 అన్నాడు. ఏ అనుకున్నా, ఏ కానీ పి కానీ ఏదైనా అనుకోవచ్చు. బి 5 యూనిట్స్ అనుకున్నాము. బి నథింగ్ బట్ ఇక్కడ రాస్తున్నాము. బి ఈజ్ ఈక్వల్ టు 5 యూనిట్స్. థీటా ఎంతమ్మా? 60 degrees. రిజల్టెంట్ అంటే ఆర్ అని రాయండి. రిజల్టెంట్ అంటే ఎడిషన్ ఆఫ్ 2 వెక్టర్స్. Resultant R is how much is there. Parallelogram law of vectors formula you write. Resultant nothing but equal to A square plus B square. This parallelogram law of vectors plus 2AB. The bracket లో పెట్టుకుంటే మీకు ఆన్సర్ కరెక్ట్గా వస్తుంది. R is nothing but equal to under root of 3 square plus 5 square 2 into 3 into 5 cos 60. Cos 60 వాల్యూ ఎంతనన్నా? హాఫ్. నెక్స్ట్ మనకేమొస్తుంది? 3 square అంటే 9, 5 square 25. బ్రాకెట్స్లో తర్వాత బ్రాకెట్ ఓపెన్ చేయొచ్చు. cos 60 మీన్స్ హాఫ్ కదా. 2 into 3 into 5 into half. This two will be cancelled. Okay, I am writing here. R is nothing but equal to 25 plus 9. 9 plus 25 plus 3 into 5 15 వస్తుంది. So 25 plus 15 40. రూట్ ఆఫ్ 49 వస్తుంది. రూట్ 49 అంటే ఎంత? 7 కదా. సో మనకి 3 5 యాడ్ చేస్తే జనరల్గా ఆల్జీబ్రాలో 8 రావాలి. మనకి ఇప్పుడు ఎంత వచ్చింది? ఆన్సర్ 7 వచ్చింది. 3 + 5 యాడ్ చేస్తే 7 రావడం ఏంటనే, కానీ వెక్టర్స్లో వస్తుంది యాంగిల్ ప్రకారం. యాంగిల్ 60 ఉన్నప్పుడు ఆన్సర్ ఎంత వస్తుంది? 3 5 యాడ్ చేసినప్పుడు యాంగిల్ మధ్య 60 ఉన్నప్పుడు రిజల్టెంట్ వాల్యూ విల్ బి 7 యూనిట్స్ వస్తుంది. 7 అంటే మాక్సిమం వాల్యూ 8, మినిమం వాల్యూ 2 అనమాట. 5 + 3 8, మినిమం వాల్యూ 5 - 3 2. ఆ రెండు మధ్య ఈ వాల్యూస్ ఉంటుంది. 8 మధ్య 2 మధ్య ఈ వాల్యూస్ ఉండాలి చెక్ చేసుకోవాలంటే. ఈ 7 అనేది 8కి 3 + 5 ఆల్జీబ్రాయిక్ అడిషన్ 8, 5 - 3 2. ఆ రెండు మధ్య ఉంటుంది. 8కి 2 మధ్య అంటే 7. మనకు కరెక్ట్ ఆన్సర్ వచ్చిందా చెక్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. దిస్ ఇస్ వెరీ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ క్వశ్చన్ ఫర్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్, బోర్డ్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్. అండ్ 2 రైట్ యాంగిల్ వెక్టర్స్. రైట్ యాంగిల్ అంటే ఎంతమ్మా? 90 degrees. మళ్ళీ ఇక్కడ కూడా అలాగే తీసుకోండి. A7 పైథాగరస్ థీరం ప్రకారం చేయొచ్చుది. యూ కెన్ యూజ్ పైథాగరస్ థీరం ఆల్సో. 7 units 24 units ఉన్నాయి. ఓకేనా? Then you want to find resultant. Again resultant you want to find it. What is right angle means what? Right angle means theta is equal to 90 degrees. Again same formula you are applying. R is equal to under root. Double line has come. I'll write here, Nana. Don't worry. Forget about this line. Otherwise, I go to eraser, everything will be erased. So I'll find out one method for that. So A square plus B square. I'll write directly 2AB cos 90. Cos 90 value is how much? 0 kada. What is K? Cos 90 value 0. A square 7 square plus 24 square plus cos, this is 0. Cos 90 is 0 into something is 2ab, that is 0 it will become. Because cos 90 is 0. So 49 plus 24 square, you can in margin you can multiply and see there is nothing but equal to 576. 24 square. So total R will become how much is root of 625 it will become. Root of 625 is how much? 25. 7, 24 కలిస్తే ఎంత వస్తుంది ఆన్సర్ మనకి 25 వస్తుంది. Then theta is, that is called right angle triangle అంట. Right angle triangle 7, 24. The hypotenuse is nothing but how much? 25. You can use Pythagoras theorem also for this mathematics. Or as usual parallelogram operators you can use. A square plus b square 2ab. Right angle means 90 degrees. Okay, theta 90. Right angle. This is called right angle. Right angle means theta is 90. Okay. Next question. There is one problem. P bar is 2i plus 4j plus 14k. Q bar is equal to 4i plus 4k plus 10k. Find the magnitude of P bar plus Q bar. మన ఫస్ట్ సొల్యూషన్ P bar రాయాలి. ఇది కూడా చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఫిజిక్స్ లో ఏ సబ్జెక్ట్ అయినా ఒక అడ్వాంటేజ్ ఉంది. ఈ బ్లూ ప్రింట్ ప్రకారం కొన్ని చాప్టర్స్ మాత్రం వెరీ షార్ట్. అందుకోసం మనం ఫస్ట్ ఈ ఫ్రైడే మళ్ళీ నెక్స్ట్ ఫ్రైడే కూడా వెరీ షార్ట్ క్వశ్చన్స్ చేస్తాం అన్నమాట. ఇప్పుడు 4 చాప్టర్స్ చేసాం, ఇంకా 4-5 చాప్టర్స్ ఉంటాయి అన్నమాట. అది ఫస్ట్ వెరీ చాప్టర్స్ ఏంటంటే 20 మార్క్స్ మనం వెయిటేజ్ కవర్ చేస్తున్నాం అనమాట. 4i ప్లస్ 4j 2i ప్లస్ 4j ప్లస్ 14k అన్నారు. 4i ప్లస్ 4j ప్లస్ 10k అన్నారు. యాడ్ చేయాలి. యాడ్ చేయడం ఈజీగా ఇది. We want P bar plus Q bar. What is P bar plus Q bar? 4i plus 2i 6i వస్తుంది. 4k plus 4j 8k వస్తుంది. Nothing but 24k వస్తుంది. సో P bar plus Q bar వచ్చేసింది. ఇది 1 మార్క్ ఇచ్చేస్తారు. 1 మార్క్ విల్ గెట్ ఇట్. అసలు మా మార్క్స్ రావడం కూడా ఎట్లా వస్తుందని చూసుకోవాలి. ఫస్ట్ నువ్వు ఎడిషన్ చేసినందుకు ఒక మార్క్ 2i plus 4i 6i, 4j plus 4j 8j, 14k plus 10k 24k. I అంటే x డైరెక్షన్, j అంటే y డైరెక్షన్, k అంటే z డైరెక్షన్. మాడ్యులస్ ఆఫ్ P bar plus Q bar మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ లో ఉంటుంది. ఇది అండర్ రూట్ ఆఫ్ మాడ్యులస్ 6 స్క్వేర్ ప్లస్ 8 స్క్వేర్ ప్లస్ 24 స్క్వేర్ అంటే మనకు 36 ప్లస్ 64, 24 ఆల్రెడీ మనం 576 అని రాస్తాం. ఇది ఎంత అంటే అమ్మా 100 అవుతుంది. 100 36 ప్లస్ 64 100 ప్లస్ 576 అంటే రూట్ ఆఫ్ 676 వస్తుంది. ఇక్కడ ఆపేయచ్చు మీరు, కానీ రూట్ ఆఫ్ 676 26 వస్తుంది మీరు స్క్వేర్ రూట్ చేస్తే. లేకపోతే ఇక్కడ ఆపేయచ్చు, డిఫికల్ట్ అనిపిస్తుంది. బైపీసీ స్టూడెంట్స్ ఎవరు ఉన్నారనుకోండి, మరి స్క్వేర్ రూట్ చాలా టైం పడుతుంది అనుకుంటే వదిలేయచ్చు. దే మే గివ్ ఫుల్ మార్క్స్. Root 676 is nothing but 26. Right. This is the way you are going to do. Okay. Next question. This is very, very important question. A bar is nothing but I bar plus J bar. What is the angle between the vector A bar and x axis? There are 2 methods ఉన్నాయి. ఫస్ట్ మెథడ్ చెప్తున్నాను. A bar I bar plus J bar అన్నారు. x యాక్సిస్ అంటే I bar యాక్చువల్. కొంతమంది డాట్ ప్రోడక్ట్ చేస్తారు. I bar x యాక్సిస్ చేసే యాంగిల్ ఎంత? మెథడ్ 1 tan ఆల్ఫా యూ కెన్ యూజ్ అనమాట. అంటే tan ఆల్ఫా ఇట్లా డయాగ్రామ్ వేస్తే I ప్లస్ J అవుతుంది. ఇది I bar plus J bar. దిస్ ఇస్ ద యాంగిల్ మేడ్ విత్ x యాక్సిస్. దీన్ని మనం ఆల్ఫా అనుకున్నాం. tan ఆల్ఫా తీసుకుంటే tan alpha, what is tan alpha with x axis means tan alpha with x axis coefficient of j by coefficient of I, coefficient of j by coefficient of I. coefficient of j అంటే ఎంత 1. j coefficient అంతా j into 1 కదా, I coefficient అంతా I into 1, 1 by 1. tan alpha is equal to 1 and alpha 45 degrees. This is a method, physics. Method 1. Method 2, dot product chester. Method 2, dot product. Dot product cos alpha A dot B వస్తుంది. Cos alpha A bar dot B bar by AB, mod A, mod B. So here A bar, what is B vector? This is B vector. There is no line here. Sorry. Forget about this line. Forget about this line. This is B bar. What is A bar and B bar? I bar I cap plus J cap dot I bar by magnitude of I bar plus J bar. Root of 1 square plus root of 1 square. Root of 1 square root 2. This is magnitude of I, that is 1. Root of 1 square 1. So I bar plus J bar, I bar cap or J bar, one and the same. J dot I bar dot I bar 1, J bar dot I bar 0. Then, so cos alpha you are going to get I bar dot I bar is 1, but J bar dot I bar is 0. I bar dot I bar is 1 by root 2. So cos alpha is 1 by root 2, alpha is 45 degrees. This is also, but generally students will do dot product because they know in mathematics cos alpha. I am using tan alpha by this method, resolution of vector. You can use tan alpha method also. This is motion a plane questions, I think. Now we are doing laws of motion questions. This fourth chapter. Laws of motion questions. Laws of motion, first question. What is inertia? Laws of motion. This is laws of motion 2 marks questions. What is inertia? Inertia is in the absence of the force. Inertia is inherent property of the body to remain in its state of rest or state of uniform motion. Inertia is the inherent property of the body. Inherent property of the body, property of the object or body, property of the body in state of rest. In a state of rest. State of rest. Or repeat, state of uniform motion. Uniform motion means uniform velocity. State of uniform motion means uniform velocity. There is no external force here. Inertia is inherent property. అది రెస్ట్ లో ఉంటే రెస్ట్ లో ఉండాలని అనుకుంటుంది. యూనిఫామ్ స్పీడ్ వెళ్ళినప్పుడు యూనిఫామ్ స్పీడ్ వెళ్ళాలనుకుంటుంది. Because there is no external force. That is called inertia. What is the measure of inertia? This is first point. Mass is the measure of inertia. More the mass, more the inertia. So in straight line motion, mass is the measure of inertia. So inertia is measured in kilograms in SI system. Mass is the measure of inertia. More the mass, more the 2 points రాయాలి. Mass is the measure of inertia. So it is very easy. Inertia, Newton's first law actually. You know Newton's first law, in the absence of frictional force, body remains in state of rest or moving with uniform velocity. అంటే acceleration ఉండదన్నమాట. Inertia is the inherent property of the body to remain in just remain in a state of rest or state of uniform motion. Mass is the measure of inertia. Next, when bomb at rest explodes in 2 pieces, 2 pieces must travel in opposite directions. Why antunnadu? You know conservation of momentum. Bomb at rest means total momentum is 0 initially. Total momentum before explosion, momentum means mass into velocity. Total momentum P, initial momentum, that will be 0. After that, after explosion, 2 pieces. It explodes into 2 pieces. It explodes into 2 pieces of masses M1 and M2. of masses m1 comma m2. Moving with speeds v1 and v2. With speeds or velocities v1 comma v2. Conservation of momentum says what? Initial momentum is equal to final momentum. What is the initial momentum? 0. Final momentum is 2 p's. First piece momentum is m1 v1. Second piece momentum is m2 v2. First piece momentum is mass into velocity. Momentum అంటే ఏంటమ్మా mass into velocity కదా, m1 into v1 plus m2 v2. సో ఇప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది మనకు m1 v1 is equal to minus m2 v2 వస్తుంది. m1 v1 is nothing but equal to minus m2. That means their momentums are equal in opposite direction. Two pieces, they are moving in opposite direction. There are two pieces. Once again, I'm writing here. How do you say? m1 v1 is equal to minus sign is coming. What is minus sign says that? What is minus sign says that? They travel in opposite direction. They travel in opposite direction. So after this step, I'm writing here. They travel in opposite directions. They travel in opposite direction. Minus sign says that. Okay, minus sign says that after explosion. Next question. Why does car with a flattened tire stop sooner than the one with inflattened tires? What is meant by flattened tires actually? This is friction actually. Flattened tires, okay? Punctured. Flattened tire means punctured one. Punctured one. So what will happen? It will become soft. It is a soft tire with a area of cross section more. It is soft tire with a large area, with deformed large area. So rolling friction is more here. Rolling friction is more because area of contact is rolling friction is more for this flattened tire when compared to inflattened tire. Inflattened tires mean hard tires. But puncture is not there to go fast. Given distance, soft tire means air is very less. Or punctured or air is less. Rolling friction is more. It takes more time to come to rest. It takes more time to come to rest. More time to come to rest than inflattened tire. The really inflattened tire. This is called by flattened tire because rolling friction is more than flattened tire. Rolling friction area of contact is more than inflattened tire. That's why it takes later more time to come to rest. Okay. Next question. Next question. A horse has to exert greater force during start of motion than later. Why? So horse has to exert greater force during the start of motion. During start of motion, limiting friction will be there. Static friction, limiting friction. During start of motion, limiting friction is more or maximum static friction. Limiting friction is more when compared to during start of motion. During start of limiting friction is more when compared to kinetic friction during motion. When compared to the kinetic friction, when compared to the kinetic friction, when compared to kinetic friction, kinetic friction and during motion. Kinetic friction during motion. After start, during motion, friction will be less, it goes fast. But during start of motion, Horse has to exert greater force. Why is that? So greater force is necessary initially. Greater force is necessary initially. Necessary starting లో ఎక్కువ ఫోర్స్ కావాలి, దాని తర్వాత తక్కువ ఫోర్స్ ఇచ్చినా కూడా వెళ్ళిపోతుంటుంది, ఎందుకంటే కైనెటిక్ ఫ్రిక్షన్ తక్కువ ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి. సో దిస్ ఇస్ ద క్వశ్చన్. What happens to coefficient of friction? Weight of the body is doubled. So coefficient of friction. What is coefficient of friction? Formula is frictional force by normal reaction. Frictional force by F means friction or frictional force by normal reaction. So normal reaction depends on so many factors actually in different cases. So here friction is a normal reaction, the weight is not there. So coefficient of friction remains same. Coefficient of friction remains same because it is independent of weight. Coefficient of friction, this is called coefficient of friction. This is called coefficient of friction. So mu is independent of weight. Is independent. Normal reaction weight in Japan. Because normal reaction different cases different and what. Independent of weight. Independent of weight. So you say argue normal reaction is also called weight. In that case also normal reaction is double, weight will be double. Coefficient of friction remains same only. But you can write this answer. This is the appropriate answer. Remains same because mu is independent of weight, but depends on friction and normal reaction. So this is the answer for this. So these are the questions given today, the lecture. Students, actually these are more than sufficient. These questions are more than sufficient. In these 4 chapters, I am giving guarantee more than 95% these questions will come. So lastly, while writing next week, again Friday, we'll get first year very short questions now. We'll get first year very short questions we are going to get. Okay, next Friday. So for that, by that, then we'll discuss IPE very short questions next chapters. In one more class, we can almost we can complete very short questions IPE. Remaining 4 to 5 chapters are there. Right. Here students, okay students, we are taking good night students, all of you. All the best for your future classes. So I am talking from Spark Academy once again, I am telling you. Next class we will meet.